Just doing a live test. Live test. This is our, well, how do I say this? So we've been working on getting subscribers. You need a certain amount of subscribers in order to go live. We've been going live on my original first channel, Lasso's Passions. I'm Lasso, one of the co-hosts of Advice Guys. So we hit our 50 mark. My head is shaved, and actually we're up to 70, which is great. Thank you very much to the 70. My cat is sniffing one of the other microphones. So if you hear a sniff, that would be my cat. Hey, Benny. Benny is the name of the cat. He's a fantastical, magical gray cat, and he likes to explore and what's the saying? Curiosity. He's very curious cat. Still has 9 lives. So good morning, everybody. Good morning. This is just, like I said, a live test. I'm drinking my coffee. It's morning here. It is, well, I lost track of time, but it's like 7 something, maybe 8 in the morning. 8 a.m. possibly here. Here is Tulsa. I'm in Tulsa, Oklahoma, in a trailer. So yeah, here we are testing it out. I'm going to test it out for an hour because that's usually how long we go for, is for an hour. And I just want to see how things go, get a feel for it, see who tunes in and whatnot. But as for myself, I've been pretty exhausted. Last night, I actually ended up falling asleep at 8 o'clock, which is crazy. I fell asleep at 8 o'clock. I actually slept really well. The reason why I know I slept well is because I had dreams. And, you know, you have to hit like really deep sleep in order to get dreams. And so this has been the first night that I had dreams in a while. So, and I woke up really refreshed and rested. So, but the 2 dreams I had were crazy. One of them was I was swimming in this like enormously large pool. Like it was just enormous. I don't know if the pool was enormous or if I was just a tiny little like tiny person swimming with other friends. And this whale came out of nowhere and it tried to eat us. It was a crazy dream. And then the other dream that I had was pretty insane too. I don't know where I was, but it looked like old times, like Renaissance times or something. And I was hanging out with this woman who was a mom, and there was this child, and I was like visiting, and I wanted to leave, but they kept telling me to stay. You know, they were feeding me, you know, they were being good hosts. And they were telling me about this vampire story, that there was this vampire out there. And it turns out the mom I was talking to was the vampire. And at the end of the story, I kid you not, it was so scary what happened. Her like face turned into this demonic creature. What was really funny though is instead of teeth coming out of her mouth, her, you know, like in Photoshop or something, you can like, I don't know what the term is, but you can like grab a finger tool and like blur something down. It looked just like that. It looked like somebody took the Photoshop tool of blurring and just like blurred down a spike down her mouth, but her eyes got so demonic. And then she attacked me, and then I stuck my hands out, and she had I had my both hands in her whole mouth. It was freaking crazy, and she bit them off. And then I don't know why she just stopped and was like, you know, I'm not. She didn't say this, but it was like, I'm not gonna kill you. I was like, I'll just eat your hands. That's good enough for me. And I was like, that was the dream. It was pretty crazy, pretty crazy dream. You get some comments here. Damp Warrior says, hi, bro. What's up, bro? I gotta like get closer to read these. Jess Amitichel. Hi. What's up? Overall, good dream. Yeah, I agree with you. we're all pretty good dreams. Uh, her face, yeah, her face. Free call-in advice. Well, that's usually what we do, but not. I mean, I guess you could, but I mean, really, I guess you could. I guess you could if you wanted to. Usually we do that on Sundays. This is more of a test run. This is the first time that we're testing. I'm testing the live to see how it goes. You know, we got the function yesterday. I checked it and said we can go live. Well, you would think it was a nightmare, but I wasn't scared. So if I wasn't scared, is it still a nightmare? Dun dun dun. I was not scared at all. I was actually enjoying it. I know it's a weird thing to say, only because I knew it was a dream, you know. So, and that's a hard one because not always do I know I'm dreaming, but for some reason I knew I was dreaming, so I didn't care. That's probably why the vampire stopped, like trying to kill me, because maybe it knew that I knew it was a dream, and so it was like, huh, he's not scared, and I wasn't. I was just like, holy crap, my hands are gone. Just ate my hands. But I was not scared. It was just, I don't know. I was just like, if anything, I was just like really fascinated by the dream. I was like, huh, okay, yeah. All right, weird demon face. It's scary. The demon face was scary. I will say that. That did freak me out. But I mean, but that was it. Like the demon vampire eating my hands didn't freak me out. But the face did, because it was so weird. Like I was explaining, like it had like the way it transformed. It looked like someone took Photoshop blur tool and just like tried to make a spike out of like her face, like her mouth is weird, and then her eyes got demonic. But that didn't scare me. I mean, her attacking me didn't scare me. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Everyone's different. But the whale thing kind of freaked me out a little bit, because I was like, why is this whale trying to eat me? You know, but at the same time, I wasn't that scared about it. It was just like I woke up from the whale dream, and I was like, what the hell was that? What in the earth? But I will say this, because I do see a connection. I'm presuming that the dreams reflect how stressful I've been these last like month and this week. There's just been so much on my plate. And so I think that's being reflected back in my dream. Like, hey, you know, and what's crazy is like, I've been so working my butt off. I've been tired. And so yesterday I actually fell asleep at 8 o'clock, which is crazy. And I woke up like today at 6. And so I know I got good sleep, like finally. But just been so overwhelmed, and not just overwhelmed with things I'm doing, but overwhelmed with thoughts too, like stuff I need to get done. I'll be thinking in my head like, okay, this is what I need to do. There's A, B, C, D, E, F, G, all these things. And I start feeling overwhelmed. And then like, I just freeze, you know, like I mentally block myself from doing anything. But at the same time, I'm like, the reason that happened is because I'm already overwhelmed. And so I'm just like, man, I need a break. I need a break, you know, break me off a piece of that Kit Kat bar, you know. That's called a nightmare and a twilight fever dream. Pretty crazy. But anyways, yeah, this is the advice, guys. Going live, testing. We do have a number, and the reason why it looks reversed, usually when we film the live, the camera is like, I'm using the camera side that's on the screen. So that's why things look reversed. But when we flip it and use the camera that's on the back side of the phone, everything looks normal. But I didn't, you know, it just as a test, so I didn't really care for that. But yeah, we do have a phone number. And you can, you know, Sundays is when we do the Advice Guys show, and we go live and we take in callers, we talk about different things. So but if you really want to call in, I guess you could. I mean, it's all hooked up, everything is ready to go. So if you really did want to call, get some advice, uh, the worst advice that's never been better on the internet, you can call in at 918-345-4969. And if you can read numbers backwards, well, there you go. That's how you can get that from the sign. That's our nifty sign that our manager put up. Winston put that up. He joined us last Sunday for the show. It was a good time. Anybody else have freaky dreams? Anybody else have freaky, disturbing dreams they want to share? We got 40 minutes left on this show. 40 minutes on this live. Testing it out, see how it goes. So there's a few things I'm gonna do. A few things I'm planning on doing. Well, there's a few things going on, but this is what I plan to do for YouTube. Number one, on my Lasso's Passions channel, I'm going to go live and do this thing. I saw somebody else doing this. I thought it was really cool. I'm going to do basically one of those things like live where you subscribe and I write your YouTube name down on this canvas, and I'm going to paint using the names I write down a YouTube symbol, and then I'm going to put it on eBay and sell it and just see how much it sells for. But just as a fun little experiment. I don't know if I'll sell it. Maybe I'll keep it. Originally, I thought I'd sell it because I don't have any money. But speaking of which, I finally got a job. I've been applying to so many places for a job since January, at least 5 times a month applying for jobs. And there's a waiting period, you wait, and sometimes I get an email saying, sorry, we considered it and whatever, we found somebody else, blah, blah, blah. So, and other times I don't hear back. I don't hear back at all. So that's why I apply, then I kind of wait a little bit, and then I look, and then I see something that could be good, and so I apply, so on and so on. So anyways, yeah, I finally I applied for this job. It's actually not a full-time job. It's basically a part-time, but it's even less than part-time. It's literally one day a week on Wednesdays for 3 hours, and I get paid $75 for the night, which really, when you think about it, it comes down to like $25 an hour, which is like pretty good. But anyways, yeah, it's 3 hours, one day out of the week, and I host trivia nights. So this is pretty exciting. So I host trivia nights. I'm in Sapulpa. There's a brewery company called the James Cowley Brew Co. And so it's going to be there. Today's my first day, actually. So I don't know if I can go live. I don't know if I can go live during the trivia nights. I need to ask first to see if I can do that. But if I can, I will consider doing that and then make little short clips. And what's crazy is I have to go through 50 questions. Go through 50 questions in 2 hours, 2.5 hours. There's teams, there's winners, there's a whole computer system that I have to run, and it's pretty cool. It's actually really cool. I had training on was it Monday, Saturday? I don't know, one of those days. So I was on call with this guy who hired me basically and had the interview with, and he trained me through the computer program that they use. And so there's no paper, there's no pen. It's an app, phone, and you play the game through the phone. You answer questions through the phone and all that. But anyways, I have a script that I have to go through today and kind of go over until it's locked in pretty good. But yeah, pretty exciting stuff today. The trivia night. If I'm going to work at it, work pretty hard to get it down. And so once I have that down, it'll be like anything else that I do, it'd be pretty easy. Just right now, it's kind of scary to go out there for the first time because I still have to figure out the whole technical setup I haven't done that yet. So I was supposed to do that Monday, but it didn't work out because they're closed. And so I'm doing that today. I'm doing the tech setup today. That's why I'm going early. And then play the game. So yeah, pretty exciting. Pretty exciting. Trivia nights, Wednesdays. But yeah, this is the test. This is the test. Another thing I want to do is after I do the live painting, I want to do this thing on my channel where I go 2 weeks eating only potatoes. It's the potato challenge. I mean, not that it's a challenge that people are doing, but I heard that you can lose weight by eating potatoes for 2 weeks, nothing but potatoes. And they say obviously that you can't live off potatoes. There could be some bad, health issues with that, but for 2 weeks, it's doable. For 2 weeks, it's doable. So that's one thing I want to do on YouTube is the potato 2-week challenge, and then just film it and and then put it out as a video, an actual video, not a short or a live, but an actual video that I put on my channel. Then I'm gonna see how it does. All right, so we're about 15 minutes in. We still have another 15 times 3 minutes to go. But I hope people are enjoying the shorts. I hope people are enjoying the shorts that we put out. I think they're pretty funny. I had a friend ask me, "Hey, are you using AI to create these shorts?" And I'm like, no, these are shorts that I have to edit by hand, essentially. Using 3 different programs to get the effects that I want. And sometimes they could be like I'd say at the very least, if the edits are really, "Hey, what's up?" How do you say that? Yulia Rupsova. Hi. How's it going? I was just talking about editing the shorts. I had a friend ask me if I use AI to do the shorts that we put out. And I'm like, no, it takes me, like I said, depending on how extravagant the shorts are, it could take me from an hour to literally 4 hours on a short. It depends on on how complex it is with the cuts and how many effects it has and crazy things going on, right? So yeah, it could take me from 1 hour to 4 hours per edit on the shorts. So that itself is pretty exhausting. And then the other day, actually yesterday, I was editing a video. Yeah, that's right. So just as a reminder, I've already said this, but as a reminder, this is a test to see how this live goes. We just got the access by YouTube because the goal was to hit 50 subscribers. We hit 50. And actually, I think we're at 70 now, which is great. Thank you very much. But essentially, you get access to the live. But the live itself, excuse me, the live itself is limited, apparently. Like, there's a safeguard. It's like you only get access to 25 plus the subscribers. So until we hit 1,000 subscribers, and then after that, I think it's like unlimited. So it's kind of weird. That's right. So Jay, yeah, there was quite a bit of people on for like a second, not a second, but there was like, when I looked at the numbers, it spiked up pretty high. Like, I want to say probably around 20, but now it's at 1. I think you're the only one watching. But it did spike up. There were some people saying hi and commenting, but then I lost them. So another celebrity type is going to be in town. I actually didn't know, and I could have missed it if I didn't check. I checked just to make sure to see something. But there is going to be an actor coming in town on the 28th, and he plays Jay in the Jay and Silent Bob movies. And so I guess I'm gonna paint him, which is like, damn, another painting. Like, it's so much work. But you know, I feel like I have to do it. You know, it's one of those things where it's like, if I don't do it, that's it. You know, I miss my chance to get one signed by somebody, you know, well known, and to add to the collection. So I feel like I have to do it, which adds on top of everything else that I'm doing, including the film festival. The film festival is just, I reached 400 entries, 400 short film entries. And so that itself is what's overwhelming me, is the 400 entries. I watched all of them. They're all watched. Now, what I have to do is basically, I'm only going to show movies on the last day of, or the last Sunday of every month. So that gives me time to set up, you know, I don't have to set everything up, you know, I can just do it at chunks, which makes things easier for me. So I'm only going to show 8 hours worth of films on the 31st, which is like, it's coming up. It's coming up. You know, I have to hurry up and finish the stuff I have to finish and put all the details on the films we're screening on the 31st. I got to put it on my website, which my website itself got over 1,000 visitors, which is pretty cool. But essentially, I got to update the website. I reached out to the film and music office here in Oklahoma, and we've been talking and like emailing back and forth. And I gave them all the information about the event. So they're supposedly gonna post it. I don't know, post about it, but I haven't seen anything them posting it. So I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I hope they do. But yeah, so I need to finish that. I need to finish editing, putting all the details together and all the pictures and the name of the filmmakers, all that on the website. And then I have to check in probably tomorrow with the movie theater and make sure that we can sell tickets online. And then so I can put out that information. And once I have the ticketing information and the details, I can make a QR code that takes people to buy tickets or to the website where they can also buy tickets. And so then I can print flyers, put them all around town, put them on social media, you know, even make a video on YouTube that I can promote locally, which is what I'm going to do. But, you know, time is ticking. So there's a deadline I have to meet, which is adding to the stress of everything. Well, I just want to see how it goes. I want to make sure we can go. I want to make sure it works. I want to make sure there's no hiccups. I want to make sure there's no, I don't know, like it just stops streaming around half an hour. You know, I don't know. I just want to test it out. I want to test it out and just see how it goes. But, and mainly I want to see at the end of it how many people tuned in, you know. I just want to know. It's like I don't know what you call it. It's like a whatever test. It's a test to see. But yeah, I mean, you know, I just want to make sure. So that way we're ready to go live on Sunday on this channel. And that way we know we won't have any issues. But it's been fun. It's been fun building up this channel, transitioning an idea to something like this. And now it's just, now that we have pretty much all of our tools together, you know, it's crazy. It took us, I don't know how long we've been working at this, but it took us, how long has it taken us to do all this? Like 2 months, maybe? I don't know. But yeah, it's taken us quite a bit to get here, and now here we are with the live, with its own channel. You know, we're already at 70 subscribers, which is crazy. I'm sure in no time, with the momentum we're building and how we're going, I don't have a doubt we'll reach 100 by the end of the month, even beforehand. But we're off to a good start. I feel like we're off to a good start as far as a new channel goes. Yeah, shorts are doing pretty good. The shorts are doing okay, you know. So not too shabby. Pretty exciting stuff. We're thinking about doing different kinds of segments for the show. I can talk about those. Yeah. It was a skit that we did as a joke. We were doing little skits on my other channel, Lasso's Passions, and one of the skits was the Advice Guys, and we just thought, hey, this could actually be a thing. You know, it could have its own channel. We could eventually go live on it and do the show. And so we've been building at it, working at it, and finally, here we are. It's pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. All right. Yeah, I got work today too. Probably not as tough as your work, but yeah, have fun. I got to go to work later today. My first day at the job today. Pretty excited. My first job of the year. My first actual job. I've been unemployed since January. If we're only talking about this year, you know, if we talk about last year, then we'll have to include several more months. But if we're just talking about 2026, I've been unemployed since January. Finally got a job. I'm excited about it. Can finally make some money because I have been broke as hell. Just surviving, getting by. It's been tough. But yeah. So like I was saying, this is a test to see how it goes. Man, it's only been 27 minutes. That's it. But anyways, yeah. This is the kind of show, the Advice Guys, where, you know, we're purposely, you know, giving out bad advice as a joke. It's part of the humor. It's part of the humor, the satire, if you will. And we have a lot of fun doing it. And we love it when people call in. We love it when people call in and they play along. You know, they have a question that's like ridiculous. And then we're all playing along. It's all improv. You know, the caller's doing improv. We're doing improv. It's all improv, you know, and it's a lot of fun. Although I will say sometimes while we're being ridiculous, we actually do hand out some solid advice. Like, not on purpose, but it just happens. But yeah, it's been a lot of fun. And like I said, I love the callers. The callers we get are just so much fun. And we've had some of the best callers. We had one caller ask us about what do you call it? A boil or something it was growing on his ass, and you know, kind of a jokingly thing, we called it an ass balloon. The whole thing was hilarious. And then we had a caller call in from California, New Jersey. We have local callers. We had a caller from Oklahoma City. A lot of fun stuff, guys. And you could check the live. We've been doing live on my first channel, Lasso's Passions, but we have a playlist. On that playlist, you can see all the lives that we've done. We've done 6 so far. And yeah, you can check them out. Just, you know, if you're bored and you want to be entertained, a lot of fun. And honestly, like, if you want to call in, I highly recommend you call in. If you want to be part of the fun, part of the show, you know, you want to be entertained, you want to be part of the fun. I already said that, but if you really want to be part of the fun, you can call in and be part of the show. You know, make up a name, make up a character. make up a situation that you need advice on, and you can be a part of the show. And that's always fun. That's always fun. So pretty good. And we're thinking about bigger things, because like we these were some of the major goals we had in mind to get done, which was start the channel, our marketing art, which is the logo, the Advice Guys logo, the setup, the shorts, all of that. It took a lot of time to get going and working, but pretty exciting that we did, and we're finally here. So yeah, nobody's watching right now. But like I said, I'm going to go for another 30 minutes. Where are we at? 30 minutes, yeah. I'm going to go for another 30 minutes and just to see how it goes, make sure everything is uppity up. But, yeah. Any questions? Anybody have any questions? Any questions? Any questions out there? Anybody want to ask any questions? And I will. Any recommendations? Is there anything you would like for me to do? Because we have 29 minutes of fun left in this live test. That's a lot of time. Just ticking on by. Life is ticking on by. Yeah. Anybody watch any good movies lately? Anybody watching good movies? Any good movies? Anyone? Anyone out there on the planet? Let's try some effects. That's always fun. Let's try some effects. Glasses. What is that? Oh no, that's not good. How about that? No. Retro. The 4-eye thing. Get the 4-eye thing. Isn't there like a big head effect? Big head. Yeah, there it is. Big head. There it is. There's the big head. So here we are with the big head effect. It's kind of interesting. So yeah, just want to say hi to everybody on this live, and it's yeah, here we are. We got how many more minutes? Man, we have such a long time to get through this. I'm thinking about doing another thing in the near future, which is I'm going to do the whole thing where you play a video game and you play the game and you do it live. But I don't want to play games that everyone's playing. I want to play games that like nobody's playing. Just do something different. But yeah, so thanks for tuning in. And yeah, if you have any questions, I'll do my best to answer them. Let's see, what are some movies I watched recently? I watched Something About Mary. How Did You Know? I watched all these romantic movies. Mother's Day, I didn't like Mother's Day. That was my least favorite out of all the romantic movies. What else? Man, what else did I watch? Along Came Polly. That one's great. I watched all the Meet the Focker movies. They were great. Meet the Parents. What is it? Meet the Little Fockers or something like that. And I think there's a fourth one coming out, which is crazy. But I have a big head and a big brain. You can ask me anything and I will answer it. Ask me any question, I will answer it to my best ability, because I do have the biggest brain on the planet. I mean, look at this head. Look at the size of this head. It is ginormous. It is a ginormous head. And this brain is huge, which means I'm smarter than everybody. Even Candace Owens. I said it. I said it. Man, some people, some political talkers and conspiracy talkers, man, they're so full of shit. I mean, just so full of it, you know. But we all are. We all have to go to the bathroom and take poopies. We all have to do it. It's part of the process. We all take poopies. But it's one thing to take poopies, and it's another thing to talk poopies. So much poopies coming out of people's mouth. People poopies. But yeah. It's only been 35 minutes. Come on. This is killing me. This is killing me. Let's see what else we got. Oh, we got the water effect. Whoa. Whoa. So, yeah. What is this? Blue retro? Oh, blue retro. Yeah, the blue retro. The other day we were talking about aliens. The other day. There's a conspiracy out there right now. There's a conspiracy right now about aliens. It's in the papers. It's in the disclosure papers that the aliens drink Pepsi. They drink Pepsi and not Coke. And they actually made Pepsi on purpose so they can take the nutrients they need while they're walking around masquerading as human beings, while they're watching other human beings drink Coke and get constipated, and then they go probe them later to make sure they're constipated. Anyways. True story. True story. We got sticker options here. Poll, countdown, Q&A. Poll. Ask a question. Add option. Option. Interesting. Okay, I'm discovering features here. Wait, no, let's get rid of that. Take a poll. So let's see how that works. Let me type in something real quick. Put the mic down. I'm creating a poll. Okay, so I created a poll, and start poll. Oh, there we go. So I created a poll. As you can see there, I created a poll, and so we need help getting advice for this. We have a caller that we're going to call back later, and so she found out that her boyfriend is cheating on her. And the reason why she found out is because she went through his phone. So put in your votes. Whatever gets the most votes, we will call this lady and tell her what to do. So should she A, dump him, B, ghost him, C, confront him about it, or or D, cheat on him. So that's the poll right there. You vote for who you think is the best thing to do, and we'll call her up and we'll tell her the winning advice. So tune in. If you're tuning in, we have this poll, and the poll says that she found out that her boyfriend is cheating on her, and she found out by going through his phone and saw some text, and she was really shocked and surprised, and that's why she called us for advice. Now, we need your help. We need your help on this one, and we'd like for you to vote for what you think is the best advice that we can give her. Should she A, dump him, B, ghost him, which kind of the same thing, but one is like dump him and maybe have a conversation about what happened. B is totally just ghost him, don't talk to him, disappear. C, confront him, which is really just being open and honest, being like, hey, I went through your phone and I noticed that there was some text that it looked like, from what I could gather, you're cheating on me. And so that could be one way to go about it, just being open, just straight open about it, which the other person would get upset because, some people don't like it when you go through their phones, which is a red flag. If you don't allow your significant other to go through your phone, it's not breaking trust. It's actually, it just seems like you're hiding something, so it's actually better to let your significant other go through your phone. Now, it would be some sort of breach if your partner does this all the time, like ask for your phone all the time. I mean, that at that point, it's kind of like getting like, whoa, like, can't you just trust me? But if it's every now and then, like, hey, can I just go through your phone real quick? I just want to see, But so, there's that. Or the last option is D, you just straight up cheat on him and you don't tell him about it. You get even and you both move on with your lives, whether that's together, you could both have these secrets, or you cheat on him and you break up on him. You break up. I don't know. It can go either way. So you tell us. You vote in what you think is the best answer. We'll call her during the show and give her the answer that wins the most votes. So we're really relying on you guys. We need your help, okay? Because we give out so much advice, and at some points in our lives, we're just tired of doing it by ourselves. So we need your help. We need you to vote in. Take the poll, take the test, vote in, help us figure this out. You can be part of the team, and we will tell this person the answer that wins, whether it's A, B, C, or D. We'll tell her, and we'll go from there. But you can call in or participate in the vote, which is kind of a fun deal when you think about it. It's pretty fun. So I hope you guys do it, because it's we need help on this one. We need help. We need help from you, the public. There's so many of you out there with so much experience, and so we need your help to figure this one out. So I'm just gonna wait here until somebody votes. But yeah. It's been 44 minutes, getting to 45. The hour is almost up. I'm pretty excited. This is the first test run. And if you see this poll up here, take the poll. Let us know what is the best answer for this woman who needs help. She wrote an email. She left a number that we can call her. And we're really relying on you on this one. On this one, we're relying on you to help us out. Vote for the best answer, what you think is the best answer, and we will use that answer. We will call her live during the show, and we will use the answer that that's selected as the most voted answer. So yeah, do it. Do it while you still can. I'll be here another 15 minutes or so. Yeah, about 15 minutes. I'll be here another 15 minutes. And wait for your answers. Wait for your vote-ins. Let's see what you got. Let's see the brilliant advice you guys vote on. I'm just waiting. I'm waiting for the votes. Come on, people. Where are your votes? Vote right now while you still can. The channel is up and running with the live, but the live will be over in less than 15 minutes. You have less than 15 minutes to put in your votes right now. Lock them in. Tune in, lock in your answers right now. You're running out of time. We're not going to be all day doing this. So you only have 14 minutes now, less than 14 minutes to lock in your answers. Vote for your best answer. It's the answer we're going to use. We're going to call this person live on Sunday and tell her the piece of advice that has the most votes. We need your help on this one. We need your help. So vote in. Go to our channel. If you don't see the vote poll, it should be in the posts. So go to our posts and you can vote, and we'll use the answer that gets the most votes, the winner, and we'll tell her that answer. We'll call in live Sunday at 3 p.m. Central, and we'll tell her the advice that wins. So we need your help on this one. We need it. We need it. We just need you to tune in and participate. We need participation. We need your participation. We really do. We need your guys. We need your help. It's as simple as that. We need your help. We need your wisdom. We need your insights. Y'all have lived lives, have gained experience. You know what the answer is from experience. You know what to do. Vote in right now. Lock in your answers. You have less than 13 minutes to lock in your answers. She found out her boyfriend is cheating on her. She checked his cell phone, saw some texts that were very naughty, some pictures that were very naughty, and, you know, them discussing that it was a great time together they had and whatnot. So lock in your answers. You have 12 minutes. 12 minutes to lock in your answers right now. It could just be one vote. And that's the one if we get one vote, we get one vote, and it's the only that's the winner, right? So come on, folks. Your time is ticking. Time is ticking. Should she A, dump him, B, ghost him, D, confront him? Did I say D? It's C. A, B, C, D. Cheat on him. So let's go through that again. Should she A, dump him, B, ghost him, C, confront him, or D, cheat on him? Lock in your votes right now. Go to our posts, look for the poll, and lock in your answers. Because Sunday, we're going to go live at 3 p.m. Central, and we're going to call her, and we're going to tell her what to do from this voting poll right here. You tell us what to say, and we'll call her up and let her know what to do. This is your one chance. Your one chance to do something. Your one chance to do something. And if you don't vote in, we won't call her. We won't tell her what to do. We can't tell her the advice. We need your help. We need it. We need it. So do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Vote. Vote in your answers right now. You have less than 10 minutes to lock in your answers. She found out her boyfriend is cheating on her. Should she A, dump him, B, ghost him, C, confront him, or D, cheat on him? Lock in your answers, and the answer that gets the most votes is the answer we'll use to give this person the advice on Sunday live, 3 p.m. Central. Lock him in. Lock him in. Lock in your answers right now because you're running out of time. And if nobody votes, then we won't tell her anything. We won't even call her back. So we need your help. We need your help on this one. We just need one vote. One vote. You have less than 10 minutes. One person to vote. We just need one person. One person to vote. You can be that brave person to vote because we don't know what to tell her. She's looking for advice. She emailed us. She left a phone number. And so we'll call her during the live show on Sunday through 3 p.m. Central and tell her whatever the answer that wins. So we just need your help. We need your help, folks. Just one vote. We just want one person to vote at the very least so we can at least tell her something. Odds participation, very important. We've given out hundreds of advice, pieces of advice out there in the world. Now we're looking for help on the next one. You got less than 8 minutes. Less than 8 minutes to lock in your answers. We need your help with this advice. We're going to call her on Sunday live, 3 p.m. Central. She found out her boyfriend is cheating on her. She went through his phone, found some texts, some pictures that were very naughty. She was very upset. She emailed us. She wants to know what she should do. And we thought this would be a lot of fun if you help us out on this one. So you can vote in A, dump him, B, ghost him, C, confront him, or D, cheat on him. Which one of these you think is the best advice? Lock in your answers right now, put in your votes, and the winner is the piece of advice that we're gonna tell her when we call her. We need your help on this one. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. You know? So you got what? Less than 7 minutes because this live will be over in 7 minutes. So you have less than 7 minutes to tune in. Not tune in, but vote. Put in your vote in the poll. I think we're going to put this poll on our post. We're going to post it on our post section. So the votes can continue. But, you know, you have till Sunday for the votes to lock in. But as far as this live goes, you have till this live, which is less than 7 minutes, less than 6 minutes to lock it in. One person. It could just be one vote, and that's it. And we'll call it good. That's the one we'll go with. I'll tell you what. We'll just use the one vote. Doesn't matter. Other votes don't matter. We just need one person to vote on the answer. We'll use that answer on the phone when we call her live Sunday, 3 p.m. Central. We'll tell her what to do from this poll. That's right. You vote in your answer, and we'll use that answer, and we'll tell her what to do just from that answer. Da, 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 da. Dun, 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 dun. Lock in your answers, folks. Is it A, dump him, B, ghost him, C, confront him, or D, cheat on him? Which one do you think? What advice should we give this young lady who is troubled right now? She found out her boyfriend is cheating on her, went through his phone, found some naughty pictures and messages that implied that they were sleeping together. And so now she doesn't know what to do. And so she emailed us, left a phone number to call her back during the live show. So we're going to call her back and tell her some advice, what to do. But we thought it'd be a lot of fun if you participate in helping us with the answer. So vote in, lock in your vote right now. Should she dump him, ghost him, confront him, or cheat on him? Which one do you think is great piece of advice? I know so many of you have lived lives, have so much to offer. So, and guess what? You vote right now. One of these answers, and we'll use it during the live. We'll call her up live on Sunday, 3 p.m. Central, and you'll get to hear us use the answer you voted for. Fun, right? Fun. It's kind of a new segment we're doing. A new segment that we're going to do. Pretty exciting. Obviously, it's going to take a minute for it to build up, but we think it's a lot of fun. Funs and giggles. You have less than 4 minutes to lock in your answers. Less than 4 minutes to lock it in. Put in your answer right now. You have 4 minutes. 4 minutes. Less than 4 minutes to lock it in. Lock it in, folks. Lock it in. This is good practice for my trivia night. Good practice. Lock it in, folks. Lock it in. If you haven't voted yet, lock it in. Do 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 do. That's it. We're almost out of time. We're almost out of time. The clock is ticking. It's ticking down. Less than 3 minutes to lock in your answers right now. You vote for the best answer. We'll use it on our live show. We'll call this lady. She emailed us, told us that she found out that her boyfriend's cheating on her. Went through his phone. And we thought it'd be a lot of fun if you participate in the advice that we give her. So should we A, tell her to dump him, B, tell her to ghost him, C, tell her to confront him, or D, tell her to cheat on him? You tell us. You tell us what the answer should be, the advice, and we'll call her during our live show on Sunday, 3 p.m. Central. You can tune in and watch us do this while we call her and tell her. Oh, we got a little disturbance, little internet disturbance. I wasn't sure if that was YouTube shutting us down. But yeah, here we are. Here we are. You have less than 2 minutes. Less than 2 minutes to answer, to vote in right now. Lock in your votes. Less than 2 minutes. Lock in your votes. Somebody please vote. Somebody's got to do it. Some brave soul out there right now who's got the experience, who knows what he's talking about, him or her out there right now knows what to do in this situation. I know there is. I know there's one brave soul. One brave soul out there to vote in. One brave soul. That's all we're asking. It's not a big deal. We won't say who did it. We won't tell who voted for that answer. We're not going to reveal to anyone who voted. This will be our little secret. This will be our little secret. So, less than a minute. Less than a minute. Let's see if I can choose one. Nope. I can't choose one. That's too bad. I would have voted for D. Even the score, But I can't vote myself, or else I would vote for D. But, that's just me. Anybody? Nope. Less than 30 seconds, and this live will go off the air forever. No. It was a good test. This was a good test. I want to say this was a good test. I wanted to see how things went, and not too shabby. Honestly, not too shabby. Not bad. Not bad. Okay, folks, this has been a live test from the Advice Guys. I appreciate those that tuned in. And we'll see you Sunday at 3 p.m. Central. Goodbye for now. Take care.